side of a beating. This can be one side of a beating. This can be
That jab not going to score. That jab not going to score. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven. Tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
God, I understand what you're saying. You've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Going to land the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Talk
about Roy Here we go for round two. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. Keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook won't score. That hook won't score. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fit? How much they've emphasized their physical fit? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Perfect counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful though. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than that. So I've got to respect both.
Punch, counter punch. Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer and they are not punching moves. Then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like this. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. This is the danger.
That counter punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Второй раунд выдавался равным.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw. On to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. Keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Предвещение победы. Кто сможет выиграть предвещение победы?
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. The jab, it doesn't score. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about one. This is about one.
Рой Джонс постоянно тягивает.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble.
Может ли он добить своего оппонента? Его оппонент держится на соплях. Может ли он поменять
I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defend. We're good defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting. Just defend. We're good defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Counter punching. Counter punching. Nice counter. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges. It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice job getting that punch through. Nice job getting that punch through. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter lands. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer. Do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Going the hook, but it doesn't score. Going the hook, but it doesn't score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot.
Nice counter shot.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Beautiful counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance.
10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. Keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. He threw a punch and just got countered. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, forget tactics. That's where the confidence comes from. That's where the confidence comes from.
Got in there. Got in there. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious.
Биргер Легенд держится и работает на ногах. Я думаю,
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
It's getting trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it gets you.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
в данный момент Боусмиллер спасет.
Straight right just misses. Straight right, he scores with the counter. And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands.
Который он может организовать. Рой Джонс держится, он работает по ногам, у него очень много ранов.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. So much for boxing.
Делает
This is a fist fight.
удары. Непонятно.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That they can be defensive for a minute if they want to.
Оба боксера
Do you
сейчас.
believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked out. And
Неожиданный
as we
апперкот.
see it again,
Моррис
there's no
Миллер
way they get
оставляет
out so you
нокдаун.
get clipped with a
Может
shot
ли он
like that.
оставляет
So you get
нокдаун?
clipped with a shot like that.
Он встает. На 5 секунд. Ожидаем продолжения. На 5 секунд. Моррис Миллер уже выдохся, мы это видим.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Not the
Видит, что
best of rounds with 10
соперник уже
seconds to
держится
go.
на последнее место. Соперник уже держится на последнем годе уже. Ему уже не на чем просто говорить.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Нокаут.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? Staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your
Как
head
он четко просаживает. Как он четко просаживает.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight. A fast fight that's got hand speed. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. These guys are so relaxed. That's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight. That's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Straight right just misses.
Мы видим, что Биргер Легенд тоже начал
Just
атаковать.
misses. Counter punch.
Означает, что он имеет это касание.
Counter punch.
Моррису Миллеру надо пытаться камбэкать. Благодаря этому брать ситуацию в свои руки.
Jab not
Иначе
finding its
чем
target.
хороший для него это не закончится. Идет сейчас 5-й раунд. Середина 5-го
This fight has a real good
Ожидаем
flow to it.
дальнейшего развития
This fight
событий.
has a real good flow to it.
Я
Every
надеюсь,
time they
сейчас
throw a shot, they get
фанаты
countered.
WBL
Every time they throw a shot, they get
фанаты
countered.
WBL, те, кому интересно данное.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you just got to be smarter than that. You've got to be like a little Fagin, pickpocket. You've got to be like a little Fagin, pickpocket.
О, если бы этот удар попал, это могло
It's
быть
another scoring shot.
Что это за
Another scoring shot.
Мы уже замечаем его в 3-м раунде. Постоянно этот круг становится чересчур.
Straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard gets Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe to toe. The second fight, he showed this guy's a blessed. He's nasty. He'd do everything to get him. I've got to box him. I've got to straighten him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. That's the only way you beat him. Don't fight fire with fire. You pain over there.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
You see how much endurance these two fighters have. On to the 6th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night. These guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Будет ли еще нокдауны или как скоро следует дистанции.
Don't land that jab.
Видно, что Диргерлеген постоянно пятится назад. Он не хочет упасть за руку, смотрит ниже. Видно, что он переживает по поводу этого. Постоянно отходы назад, постоянно опускает руку.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Hold that thought! Crawford is dazed! Hold that thought!
Что происходит? Сможет ли он выстоять против града ударов? Что происходит?
I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? Tell them how are you going to get through this?
Видно, как ему тяжело, как он старается.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
It's hard, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring, you fight like that, and you punch them. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell? I want that spaceship to come and
It's
lift
been
you
a
out there.
very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven. Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Мы не понимаем,
You can tell
как
he's
находится на
stronger,
этих
but he's not
границах.
faster.
Мы не понимаем,
Right hook catching air. Right hook catching air. There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch. There's a counter shot.
видно, как оба боксера стараются работать активно.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is energy, number one. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there, toe to toe with them, and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shot. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't get out of the way.
I want to think of holding on here for a
Что
minute.
происходит длиннющий апперкот. Проходит по мышцам, происходит длиннющий апперкот.
Nice counter shot. Nice
Какие
counter shot.
сильнейшие аплибуки от Меркулера. И что? Какие сильнейшие Лейгер захватывает инициативу. Забирает
Let's talk about Crawford in that lap. There's the bell for round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the
По
world.
чудам я повторяю, что это нокдаун,
Catch
нокдаун.
and shoot.
Только такой сильный наверху по нокдаун.
Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch.
Видно, что он начинает
Through the
агрессировать.
hook, it did land.
Понимает, что он проигрывает этот бой. Видно, что он начинает
Through the
агрессировать.
hook, it did land.
Понимает, что он
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Насколько видно они хотят этот бой. Бой схватить.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand spin.
This can be so frustrating when you miss such three, four shot combinations before you even let one. That creates frustration. That's what gets hard.
Что за крюк от Морис
That jab doesn't score.
Что за крюк от Морис
Jab doesn't score.
Видно, хорошая отработка.
Through the hook, didn't land. They figure out the combination to this segment.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Like in the history book, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division, yes, the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. Sharp. They're the size of an average man.
Nice counter. Straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Missing with the hook. That left hook missed.
Раунд идет прямо.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Но преимущество в этом раунде прерывает Морис Миллер.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last. And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What are they doing that now? What are they trying to get
They saw there in the last minute.
That's a lot of energy for this. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered. They did 6 rounds in one. Absolutely shattered.
Nice counter shot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Wait till the fight. If you are tired, this could be the loneliest place in the world. You cheated. Now we're going to find out. You cheated.
And he scores with the counter. He scores with the counter. Straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Failing to score with that right hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with hand speed. Some fighters are movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
They are the skill for skill, tap for tap. Is that the match made in heaven? Skill for skill, tap for tap. Is that the match made in heaven?
Жесткая двоечка от Зирбера Легенда. И в
корпус.
Он просаживает сильнее удары. И выигрывая патч.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fight? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it and back.
Жесткая позиция, которая могла закончиться фатально. Жесткая позиция не могла закончиться фатально.
We're going deep into the gas tank on this round. We're going deep into the gas tank on this round.
Проходит удар. Раз, два.
Well done with that counter shot. Back and forth they go.
Не заходит второй удар у Мориса. На дальней дистанции заходит апперкот.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Зирбер постоянно кричит. Но этого мало для завершения поединка.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here's the belt for round 9. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous. Like they're in the army. These guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night. These guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Swing and a miss with that hook. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
Что происходит?
Ow, that power punch had to hurt.
Размен ударами. Норрис Миллеру проходит один и тот же удар. Норрис Миллеру проходит один и тот же удар.
That hook misses. That hook misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than half. That notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than half. That notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than half.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift! What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and then walking you down. So demoralizing. Absolutely great start. What else can you do? What else can you do?
Here's a scoring blow. Here's a scoring blow. Here's a scoring blow. Insane action. Insane action. Holding nothing back here in the round. Holding nothing back here in the round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here's the bell to start round 10. Really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
There's a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what we call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He scores with the counter. He scores with the counter. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight, and you've got to relax because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight, and you've got to relax because you know what you can do in the gym.
Stamina is off the charts. Stamina is off the charts. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Perfect counter lands. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, because if you fight a man who's used to doing this, he's comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box it. Frustrating because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. The halfway point,
So
both of these
close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight.
Counter punches have to hurt.
Как заходит комбинат.
Counter punches have to hurt.
Как заходит комбинат.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Что происходит? Два боксера держат.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter punch caught him clean. Caution being thrown to the wind. Caution being thrown to the wind. Perfect counter lands. You'd like to see more jabs. Perfect counter lands.
Постоянно будет
You'd like to see
спектакль.
more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Апперкот и корпус.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
О, как он
Let's talk about Crawford in that match. This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try. Sure these two
What are
fighters
they doing that, man? What are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the middleweight is a heavyweight. The middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, and shoot everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Don't be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect more than nothing. So I got to respect more than nothing.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and relief for the fans here. This fight will continue. All the bruising and relief for the fans here. This fight will continue.
И за второй гонку уже понятно, куда бить теперь надо. И сразу начинает двоечки бить. Видно, как он хочет закончить этот бой. Закрытым ультиматумом. Видно, как он хочет закончить этот бой.
Catch and shoot. Tried to score with a jab.
Комментировать его оппонента.
Tried to score with a jab.
Возникает хороший вопрос. Пока что позиция.
Just missed with that hook.
Пока что позиция.
Just missed with that hook. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Better start respecting each other's punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Сделает ли он последний голову? О, происходит такой хороший комбинат.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 12. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night. These guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Которая, надеюсь, проявится в нем.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics, take the time to actually outbox a fight and beat them on point. Use tactics, take the time to outbox a fight and beat them on point.
That counter shot lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Counter shot lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Counter shot lands. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Pedal to the metal.
Что происходит? Удар по корпусу.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Need to see that again.
In slow motion. Let's take another look.
Need to see that
Мы
again.
видим нокдаун. Делает отчет. 5. Мы видим 6. На пятую стену встает Джон. Миллеру надо постараться. Надо добивать.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now.
Надо добивать.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now.
Надо добивать.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now.
Может ли Морис Миллер посадить его на корпус? Минут. Посадить его на корпус. Здесь нужна сильнейшая комбинация корпуса, чтобы завершить. Здесь нужна сильнейшая или же сложит Гиргерлеген и выиграть 2 очка.
Crawford in trouble.
Что? Морис Миллер шатается. Видно, что Гиргерлеген что? Бежит его добивать прямо сразу. Видно, что Гиргерлеген что? Морис Миллер
No, we don't see a knockdown.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal. Now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Counter punch right up the middle. Is he going to punch himself out, though?
Противостояние.
Big swing and a miss with the hook.
Ему надо лететь и добивать.
Big swing and a miss with the hook.
Иначе уже гарантированно.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Final 10 seconds here unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that. Final 10 seconds here unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that. Final 10 seconds here unless something major happens.
Все, ожидаем результата.
No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. This is the last thing we expected. What a
Морис
fight.
Миллер смог сделать, кажется, последние 2 раунда. Видим глобальный фильм. Только мне интересно посмотреть все раунды. Глобальной статистики боя. Только мне результаты. Все раунды. Смотреть результаты боя. Да, каждый раунд посмотрим. Посмотрим. Так, видим преимущество Гиргерлеген. Второй раунд открывается. Посмотрим. Так, и также третий. Гиргерлеген. Второй раунд. Четвертый. Пятый. Третий. Шестой. Седьмой. Восьмой. Девятый. 10, 11, 12. Понятно, нокаут произошел, и поэтому дали 12. Все, тогда нокаут произошел, и поэтому дали. Мы видим, что Гиргерлеген становится первым чемпионом среднего веса становится первым чемпионом. Поздравляем его с этим. Надеемся на дальнейшие успехи. Надеемся, что Морис Миллер не покинет нашу лигу, а продолжит в ней биться. Надеемся на дальнейшие его тоже успехи. Может быть, он возьмет титул чемпиона уже в другой весовой категории. До меня доходил титул, что он любит тяжелый вес. Посмотрим. Скоро должны состояться бои уже в тяжелом весе. Ждем развития. На этом все. Всем спасибо за внимание. Ждем развития. До скорых встреч.